Welcome into Sic'Em 365. I'm your host, Grayson Grundhoefer. We are doing a quick reaction here. It's fall camp. Day one, I don't know if you can tell from behind me, but we've been out here for the first day, getting to watch a bunch of different things from quarterbacks to wide receivers to defense line to offensive line. I think some of the more intriguing storylines on day one are probably the summer enrollees, right? You look around kind of this new revamped offense under Jake Spavital. One of the biggest things that they definitely tried to address was the offensive line. And you saw that today. South Carolina transfer Sidney Fugar was out there. Texas A&M offensive line transfer Colton Thomason. Chattanooga offensive line transfer Colin Truitt. We got to see them all today. Fugar up to 341 pounds. I think that'll be huge for this offensive line. He's probably going to have to play guard, but that size is something they definitely need to replace after they lost Kirk Daneker to a medical redshirt. On the flip side, Colton Thomason, 6'8", 312 pounds. This is a guy that can absolutely play tackle, potentially anchor the right tackle position for the Bears during the 2024 season. Those were some of the key storylines on the offensive line. Outside of that, you watch the quarterback battle, which I know is the biggest conversation point up to this point in the season. Daquan Finn looked really good today. He showed off a little bit of his athleticism in the limited bit that we got to see. He looked very accurate, decisive, hit on a few deep balls to Ketron Jackson and Ashton Hawkins. On the flip side, Sora Robertson, again, doing a great job with the accuracy. That's been something that he really did a great job of all spring. It has translated a little bit to the start of fall camp. He was on the money with all the short throws, hit on a couple deep balls, missed a few as well. That's to be expected. It's day number one. That battle continues on through fall camp. Outside of that, we got to watch a little bit of the defensive line. Got to see Ronnie Maggio, the new JUCO defense lineman they brought in, as well as the rest of the unit that was out there. Got to see Jacquez Evans at edge, the Western Kentucky transfer. Nice to see him next to Steve Linton and Garmin Randolph, as that is going to be a very intriguing trio, I think, for Baylor as far as pass rushing goes. The defensive line looks really big. 6 guys that are over 300 pounds. That's really nice to see up front. That's something that they were missing last year, especially on the interior of the defensive line. That's an area they've addressed. I think they look a lot better, a lot more physically prepared for the season, as we also saw again with the offensive line. Outside of that, it was just a great first day to be out there. I mean, got to see a lot of different players that we haven't seen before in this new era of the transfer portal. Got to see the new coaches that they've brought in, their first fall for some of them, and just seeing how they adapt. It was a hot one, but it was a great first day of fall camp. So I'll talk to you next time. This has been Sic'Em 365 with Grayson Grundhoefer.